we will be sending this recording to Greenburgh to post on their municipal website to try to get this information to more people. And this way, if someone's wondering about Westchester Power in the future, they'll have this video to reference. So if people on the call want to unmute themselves and introduce themselves, since we have such a small group, that could be nice if you're willing to. But if you're traveling or unable to unmute, we also understand.
Hi there, Aaron Schmidt with the town of Greenburgh. How's everyone doing today?
Hi, Aaron. Good. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Sure. Okay, see, we also have Brad on the line. Okay, maybe he cannot unmute. Oh, yeah. Brad, you want to say hi? I see you're unmuted. But we don't.
Yes, I had to press two unmute buttons to get here. So sorry about that. Yeah, this is Brad. I'm from NYSERDA. I actually was interested just to listen in on the call and kind of just observe. But I was a resident of Greenburgh, but I recently moved, so I'm not exactly a stakeholder directly, but I am interested to hear what comes of this call. So thanks.
Okay, great. So just to preface, this call is definitely targeted towards people that don't know anything about Westchester Power. We tried to make a very basic and understandable presentation. So I do apologize if this presentation might be a repeat of things that you, Brad and Aaron, might already be familiar with. So Carmen and I are going to dive into the presentation. Feel free to chat in any questions as they come about. And then at the end of the slides, you can unmute yourself. We can talk about any questions, comments, or concerns that you have. And okay, I think we are ready to get started. I'm going to share my screen. So my name's Lauren Broyce. I work at Sustainable Westchester on the Westchester Power program, as well as the Clean Heating and Cooling Initiative funded by NYSERDA. And I'm also joined by my colleague Carmen Santos on the call. And today we're going to be moving through slides for about 15-20 minutes to give an overview of what is Westchester Power, how can Westchester Power help me to lower my carbon footprint, and how can you participate in the Westchester Power program. So today the presentation is for residents in the town of Greenburgh, but if you are calling from a different area or tuning in from a different area of the county, that's fine too. We'll have information for a lot of people. And I think we're ready to dive in. So what is Sustainable Westchester? We are a nonprofit consortium of Westchester County governments, and it's our goal to enable sustainability programming in the county and ensure a better future for our communities. So Sustainable Westchester is comprised of our member municipalities. We have 44 of the municipalities in Westchester County are members, as well as the county itself. So we have a whole suite of programs and opportunities for homeowners and residents to take advantage of to lower their energy bills and save energy. So today we're talking about the Westchester Power program, but we want you to know that if you have any questions about sustainability, we really want to be a one-stop shop to answer any questions that you may have. So we also offer a community solar program where you can save 10% on your utility bill by participating. We have a Heat Smart program that can help homeowners make their drafty houses warmer in the wintertime and more energy efficient year round. If you have questions about moving your municipal fleet towards electrically powered vehicles, or if you are a person looking to take advantage of rebates and incentives for an electric vehicle, we can help you do that. And Sustainable Westchester also offers zero waste programs. So again, questions on any of these topics is something we're happy to take and happy to help with. So let's get to the point of why we all tuned in today. What is Westchester Power? And Carmen's going to tell us a little bit about that.
Thank you, Lauren. So Westchester Power is our county community energy program established in 2016. We work with local municipalities to aggregate residents and small businesses to buy clean electricity as a group at competitive fixed rates. In doing so, we have a positive impact in our environment and our communities. So Greenburgh and 26 other municipalities have chosen to participate in the program. If you live in Greenburgh, you are among our 115,000 customers. Our residents and small businesses make up about 1/3 of the county. So there are two main parts to your electricity bill. There is the supply and distribution side. Westchester Power takes care of the supply side. That is, we purchase electricity on your behalf and we buy clean energy for you. Con Ed continues to take care of the distribution side. That is, they deliver the power to your home, maintain the power grid, and send you your electricity bill. You end up having more energy choice, and through your participation, you support clean energy. We offer two supply options: green supply, which is 100% renewable New York State hydropower, and basic supply, which is a mix of fossil fuels and renewable energy. We are happy to share that 24 municipalities include 24 municipalities have chosen green supply as their default energy option. Also, customers can switch between these supply options at any time. So, and if you have Con Ed, you live in Greenburgh or one of these other municipalities listed here, and your electricity supplier is Constellation, you're already a Westchester Power customer. Thank you for participating in the program. Westchester Power has many great benefits. We are a community nonprofit approved by your municipality. We are not an energy service company or an ESCO. We vet and work with ESCOs to access renewable energy, and in this case, we are working with Constellation for the Con Ed utility territory. As a resident or small business, you do not have to sign any contracts or pay any penalties or fees to enter or exit the program at any time. There are no surprises on your rates. We will notify you ahead of time of any price changes, such as for 2021, when your municipalities hopefully enter a new supply contract. We continuously provide customer service. You can reach us by phone or email. We do an outreach in our communities to help inform residents about Westchester Power and clean energy. We warn residents about predatory ESCO practices with their contracts. We also help them read their electricity bills, and we provide resources in Spanish. Currently, we have fixed rates, which buffer us from the daily changing energy market. Savings cannot be guaranteed, but because of our large customer size, we secure competitive rates. But that's not all. The program is also great for our communities. Lauren, please tell us more.
Thanks, Carmen. So for many decades, fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and gas have been major sources of electricity production. But burning carbon fossil fuels produces large amounts of greenhouse gases, which cause climate change and have harmful impacts on people's well-being and the environment. So we're happy to say that Westchester Power is helping to build healthy, resilient communities by bringing access to affordable, clean, renewable power. Consumers or residents in the town of Greenburgh have the option to choose to have Westchester Power to source this renewable energy. We are improving air quality, and in light of recent events in this current era of COVID-19, and also I think with a deeper awareness of environmental injustice communities suffering more deeply from poor air quality, we are seeing the importance of doing everything we can to reduce pollution to improve our air quality. And also, Westchester Power is helping to boost the green economy and build green jobs. So by participating in the program, there's a lot to be proud of. So you're probably familiar that New York State has very aggressive and nation-leading goals to mitigate climate change. We want to see 70% renewable energy on the grid by 2030 and zero emissions by 2040. So every day your participation in Westchester Power is helping us to move closer to these goals. So, and we've got 10 years to move from our current level of 27% renewable energy on the grid, which is powered by mostly largely hydropower, to 70%. So 10 years, a big change. We need more Westchester Power participation. So we're really proud of the accomplishments that we've made since 2016. We've helped to mitigate climate change, and we've also reduced over 660,000 metric tons of CO2 each year. And this is also equivalent to taking 142,000 cars off the road for 1 year and planting quite a lot of tree seedlings. Sometimes it's hard to wrap your mind around the numbers when we talk about CO2 mitigated. So we're trying to put it out in different ways for people to really see the huge impact that they've helped to make through Westchester Power participation. So we just wanted to quickly let you know about some other benefits that the program brings. I mentioned before our community solar program, and this is a program that you can choose to enroll in. It helps homeowners, renters, apartment dwellers, anyone that doesn't have solar panels currently on their home can save 10% on their utility bill by signing up to participate in community solar. And we also want to talk about electrifying everything. You know, I think the people on the call are probably very familiar with how important this concept is, but we really want to see more people moving from their gas cars to electric vehicles, away from their fossil furnace or their oil burner, their natural gas heating and cooling system, towards heat pumps, which are electric appliances that can help to heat and cool your home. So as people are moving to more electric appliances powering everything in their lives, it's very important that the energy that's powering that electricity is green and renewable. So if you are working on electrifying everything, as I know many people are, you are working towards becoming 100% fossil fuel free in your life. So it's a great goal to have, and it's exciting to see us all moving towards this electrifying everything trend. And finally, we just wanted to mention how Westchester Power helps us enable additional energy saving programs. So this summer, residents can participate in a demand response program where we're piloting an opportunity for people to reduce their energy usage during the peak hours of the day. Westchester Power is also bringing more renewable supply to Westchester County. And at our headquarters in Mount Kisco, we're piloting new models such as Sunshine to electric vehicle charging. Okay, so Carmen's going to help us take a closer look into our community. Okay, Carmen.
Thank you, Lauren. Just to remind you, Westchester Power does research to utility prices and the energy market to set a rate price that your municipality approves of, which energy supply companies must offer or go below in order to supply us energy. Our current rates are lower than the average Con Edison supply rates over 12 months from July 2017 to July 2018. Greenburgh residents and small businesses have basic supply at 7.71 cents per kilowatt hour as their default supply. Other municipalities have chosen 100% renewable energy as their default supply, which is at 7.96 cents per kilowatt hour. Remember that any resident can always change to green supply at any time. So in this graph, you can see how our rates represented by the lines are compared to the Con Ed rates represented by the blue bars. Please note that most of our customers have 100% renewable energy, and that Con Ed supply is similar to the renewable energy content in our New York State grid, which is about 28% renewable energy. So since the start of 2019, Con Ed has shown a slight advantage in their rates by about 1 to 3 cents. But throughout the life of the Westchester Power program, residents in Greenburgh have saved about $2 every month for green supply and about $3.50 for basic supply. Although program participants saw modest savings, it is important to note that Con Edison rates vary with the market and cannot be predicted. Therefore, there is no guarantee that the Westchester Power fixed rates will provide savings versus Con Ed. But thanks to your participation in Westchester Power, we are proud to say that you've helped us secure one of the most economical green supplies in Westchester County. For a comparable term, a fixed rate and 100% renewable energy for Greenburgh, there are only 2 green energy choices in the New York State Power to Choose website. Westchester Power's rate is about 1 cent less than the lowest price available and about 2 times less than the only other option. And so over the life of the program, collectively, residents and small businesses in Westchester Power in the Con Edison territory, Greenburgh included, have saved about $4.2 million, but more importantly, have helped us mitigate about 585,000 metric tons of carbon dioxide. So Lauren, please remind us, how can residents and small businesses participate in Westchester Power?
Great. So we had a similar slide earlier in the presentation, but it's kind of confusing to people if they're participating in Westchester Power or not. So an easy way to tell is just pull out your electric bill. You can sign into your account online or see your paper statement and take a look if you see Constellation New Energy Incorporated listed on your utility bill. And that will indicate to you that yes, you are within the Westchester Power program. And just in case there's anyone from outside of Greenburgh on the line, a reminder is that you need to live in one of these municipalities to participate with Westchester Power. So if you have any questions, you're unsure of your situation, you want to opt into the program, you're just confused, you have questions, please feel free to contact us at the number on the screen or reach out to us via email. We're happy to respond, phone, email, whatever is easier for you. So just wanted to update you about a few things that are coming up next. So there's some changes coming to the program. So as we talked about in 2021, your municipality will be entering a new supply contract. For residents, there's no paperwork needed on your end. You'll be automatically enrolled into the new contract. For the municipal officials on the line, there is some work for them, a process that we're all under together. But for the resident, nothing to worry about for any paperwork or any needed changes. So just wanted to let you know that we are going to be setting the bid criteria. We're going to still have 2 options, the green supply and the basic supply, and we will stay committed to using New York State energy resources. Okay, and over the coming months, we'll be doing more outreach, so we would love to do more presentations just like this webinar today. If you have a community group meeting, we would love to join you and give this presentation or a shorter version, whatever is better for you. We're going to be sending out notification letters in early November, and I'll talk more about that in just a second. And the enrollment will begin in January 1st. So there's definitely a lot of marketing and just a lot going on in the marketplace. You might receive phone calls from energy companies, you might get letters in the mail, and all this while you might still be worrying, well, who is contacting me? So we just want to remind people that whenever you receive a communication about Westchester Power, you will always have the Sustainable Westchester logo on the letter, as well as your municipality seal. And if you get contacted by an energy group, please give us a call and we can help to verify if it is a true communication from us or someone else. So we can do this in English and in Spanish. So we're definitely here to help try to reduce confusion about what's happening. So we want to say a big thank you to everyone for participating in the Westchester Power program. The benefits of your participation are clear in helping us to build a clean energy future. So we're going to be taking questions in just a second, but we want to give 2 little notes. One is we have a survey. If you're willing to fill out the survey about what you thought on this webinar, I'm going to put a link to that survey in the chat. We would love your feedback, and any constructive criticism is helpful as we move forward with more of these webinars. And Westchester Power really is built on the basis of so many people and volunteers doing great work in their municipalities. And in Greenburgh, we're so lucky to have the Greenburgh Nature Center. And also Greenburgh is offering a food scrap recycling program. So if you're a resident of Greenburgh and not taking advantage of composting, this is a great opportunity to reduce your carbon footprint. Okay, so I'm going to say thanks again. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Let's see if there's any questions in the chat. I don't think there are. So Aaron or Brad, if you have any questions, feel free to unmute and we can chat. And
Thank you for the updated information and the presentation today. I appreciate it. I was just wondering, you know, I joined on to kind of get an update, and you know, I feel like I've gotten that, so I'm thankful for it. Do you guys have any more updated figures beyond March 2020? I saw in the tables, you know, reflective of your flat rate versus, you know, Con Ed's fluctuating rate. Do you have anything that's closer to current, or you know, I don't know if it comes in quarterly or something?
We actually do. We're working on it on this second quarter, but we were actually provided by our colleagues earlier today a graphic with the rates. Let me find that. Lauren, no, it's not in the presentation, Lauren. It would be an email from Jasmine.
okay. We do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, we were actually provided this morning and we didn't include it yet into the presentation, but we can show you that at this time if Lauren can bring it up.
Great, thank you.
Yes, can I show this on the screen, or actually maybe we can just email some of this to Aaron, or is that not allowed?
No, I think, yeah, we can share with Aaron, because Aaron, you're representing the municipality, correct?
That's right.
Yeah, so we should be sending out those next quarterly reports soon. So you should be getting this like as an entire package. But we did have like that image that of showing the rates.
The bar graphs? Okay, yeah.
Yes, the bar graphs, sorry.
Okay.
Can I be added to the distribution list? I don't know that my email's on your Greenburgh distribution list.
Do you mean the municipality distribution list, or do you mean like just a regular resident distribution list? The
municipality distribution list.
Okay, so usually we send it to the supervisor and the administrator. So Aaron, could you remind us what you do?
I got it. I have your email and we'll add you to that list.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, great. I'll add it into the chat just in case.
Yeah, thank you, Aaron, sorry.
Sure.
So Carmen, do you see the rate on the screen?
Yeah, so I can see the rate graphics. So this is so far what we've been able to figure out in terms of the rates. Showing here. So that's, you can see that Con Ed did get to a very low dip in their rates, but now it's like starting to go up.
Right.
Yeah.
I see that. No, that's helpful. And so the only other question I had was, you know, in trying to get the word out to folks in the town of Greenburgh, even more than we already have, do you know if, so the town updated or went to a different, you know, web host, you know, over the last year, do you know if there's, and I mean, I could look, but you may have already coordinated on it. Do you know if there's information on our website for folks? Is there, you know, I mean, if there isn't, you know, I think it'd be a great ad, even if it was just a link to directly to your site or something like that, just to kind of get the word out a little bit more if we're able. I don't know how many people are signed up within the town, but we do have, you know, in unincorporated Greenburgh, you know, over 45,000 residents.
Yes, Aaron, actually earlier this year, I went through the exercise of verifying all municipality sites to see if they can, if they have something on Westchester Power and if we can add more on their website. And actually the town of Greenburgh does not, but we would really greatly appreciate the opportunity to have like either a dedicated page or a link to our site. That would be really helpful and helping residents understand what Westchester Power is and what we do here in our communities.
Great. So have you had success with either having a dedicated page or other information on other municipal websites that you work with?
Yes, so a few municipalities actually have a dedicated site or have a link. They definitely, most of them have a link. There are a few that we're still trying to see how we can have our link up there. But I mean, I think that if you can help us with Greenburgh, that would be one big step forward.
So I'm happy to do that. If you could send me an email, you know, just following up and maybe even giving an example of one or two municipalities with their links that, you know, I might be able to show our town board or share with them, as well as our internal, you know, web manager.
Okay, yes, definitely. I will do that.
Okay, great. Great. Thank you.
Yes.
Good, that'll be a big help.
Fantastic. So that was all I had.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Brad, do you have any questions? I feel like you're probably
Yeah, I have a question. If Greenburgh wanted to go from the basic power mix to the green power mix, like what would be the procedures for them to do that?
Great, that's a great question. So right now we're in the process of the memorandum of understanding, which municipalities have to sign. Well, they don't have to sign, but if they want to sign, then they would be committing to signing energy supply contract with Westchester Power, and we're actually asking for them to choose whether they would like green supply or basic supply on the memorandum of understanding this time around. So all they have to do is basically circle green supply, and that's it.
Okay, and if they did go with the, well, maybe you can tell me, I'm just trying to understand a little bit about the comparison between the green and the basic. You know, certainly people can opt up to the green supply. Do you have any figures for like how many like Greenburgh residents or overall in Westchester like have opted for, you know, to go from a basic to a green?
Currently don't have those numbers, but we do keep a data of that sort of information, and we can provide that, I believe.
Is there any way to say that has like a significant percentage of people? I mean, is it less than 5%, less than 50% that were in the brown that opted up to green? Are you able to say anything about it?
I would look up the information right now.
Yeah. Okay.
And to verify, but it's usually not the case where people are opting up. But there are some very dedicated and green-oriented individuals who do that. But on a normal basis, people don't have not been opting up typically.
Okay, and then I think my last question is just that if Greenburgh has like a climate action plan, mm-hmm. and it would would the participation in the green supply help them reduce their carbon footprint? You know, in that, could they claim those benefits in a climate action plan?
Yes, so Greenburgh does have a climate action plan. Lauren, would you be able to bring up the slides you were just sharing, just to have everyone understand what the climate action plans for Greenburgh are? But the participation of Greenburgh and Westchester Power would definitely help meet those action goals. It would be the first, if you go up, Lauren.
Okay.
Up a little bit further up. Oh, there, gone down. Oh. There you go. So the Greenburgh goals are 20% greenhouse reduction by 2020 and 80% by 2050. So definitely the participation in green supply would help them meet these goals. And it will also position them for grants that are available, such as the Climate Smart Community grants that they can use for more sustainability related programming within their community. And so really, yeah, it would be amazing if Greenburgh changes to green supply.
And
Okay, thank you. That's helpful. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, Brad, just to point out, most of the municipalities in Westchester County are already participating in green supply. It's just Greenburgh and Mount Kisco that are, and Somers that are in basic. So we have less information about people opting up from basic to green because there's a majority of the municipalities are already in green supply. If that makes any sense.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, that is a great point to talk about. So even tonight, I think Sustainable Westchester Power will be at the Greenburgh Town Hall meeting. I'm not sure what meeting it is, but they're going to be talking about opting up into green supply.
Yes.
So Brad's point is an important one to make about reaching the climate action plan goals. Okay, anything else? No? Okay.
Great. Just wanted to thank you all again. I appreciate the information.
Thank you
Very much.
for joining. And we'll be sending the recording, so that can go on the new webpage that we make.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Okay, thanks everyone. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.